Liam, if you would just bring us up to speed and sort of where the squad are at the moment after the weekend and the mindset going into this one.
No, there was disappointment there after the game, but that's gone now because we need to focus on the game tomorrow. So there was disappointment. Obviously, we don't want to lose games, and we know what's expected of us. But we're fully focused on tomorrow now, so that's gone. It was a normal training day today, and we just hope to put things right tomorrow.
You say that's gone, but fans, I think, are beginning to get worried of the trend of this team of not scoring enough goals, not creating enough chances. Is it easy enough to just dismiss that result, or do you have to sort of get into the crux of why this is happening week on, week off?
Well, yes and no. It's obviously that we're having issues. We're not scoring as many goals as we like. In the last couple of games, we've conceded too many goals. But you really don't have time to dwell on it. We need to try and make it right tomorrow, and that's it. That's maybe if we had more time, there would be a bit more sort of thought going into it. But right now, we're fully focused on doing the right things to get a good result tomorrow.
Is there a confidence issue at the moment?
I don't think there's a confidence issue. I think it's just been tough. We've had chances that we might have missed, and we sort of, we just haven't clicked. And there could be a lot of reasons for that, and we're just really working on getting that right.
The manager's comments after the game have caused a bit of a stir, referring to Honda Civics rather than Ferraris. I just wonder from the players' aspect what you made of that.
Look, there was no. I didn't even really know about those comments. I kind of don't look at football outside, and I didn't know about those comments until I was told that it might be asked in this press conference. So that's how much it was, thought about by me at least. I don't know about others in the dressing room, but for me, it's not going to affect me, and it wasn't a talking point with the players. We know it was a disappointing result, and if that's a way to maybe motivate people to do better, then that's the only way I could really look at it. Yeah.
In what way do you think the fan protests are affecting the players at the minute?
I don't think they're affecting the players. We know that they're behind us. They want us to win as much as we want to win. We know obviously that the protests aren't directed at us. So obviously there's a slight distraction when there's things being thrown on the pitch, but once that's done, the stoppage is done. It's just like what a stoppage would be like for an injury. Once the whistle goes again, you're sort of back in the game. It didn't distract us from the football, I suppose. But no, I don't think hasn't had much effect on me.
Can you talk us through what's going through in your mind at that stage in the game, so early on, when there are being things thrown onto the pitch and you need to? I'm sure you've got yourself up for the game and you now need to stop and then go again.
It didn't really affect, as I said. It's like if someone went down injured and there's a 3 or 4 minute stoppage. I look at it the same way. Once that whistle goes again, you're back in action, and that was it.
Liam, sorry, taking on what Ronnie was talking about there seems to be a long-term narrative around the club about recruitment, and I wonder what impact that does have on the players, because from the outside it would seem that there must be an awareness of that being the narrative given the protests against the board, etc. Does that have a direct impact on confidence and general well-being within the club? No,
definitely not. We're just here to do the job on the pitch. We don't worry about anything outside that, and we've no control over recruitment or fans or anything like that. All we control is what's on the pitch, and we're just trying to do better really and be successful and put in performances that we know we can do.
The manager talked about finding solutions. What do you as players see as a solution to get consistency of performance and results?
I think everyone just needs to buy into the system that we want to play and get back to basics in that sense of running more than the opposition and being more clinical and faster and more decisive, both ends of the pitch as well, not just going forward, defending as well. We've conceded a few goals now in the last couple of games that we're not happy with, so it's both ends of the pitch, just being more decisive and really doing the basics better. And I think outworking the opposition is massive for us, and bringing massive intensity to our game. I think maybe that's dropped a little, and it's hard to put a finger on why, but we just know that that's what we need to do to improve.
Liam, how pivotal is tomorrow night picking up 3 points given the way you've started this campaign?
Yeah, it's massive. Every game is big for us, but we want to get our first win in the competition, obviously, and we have a good chance to do that tomorrow. We just need to really show up and play well.
Cal McGregor said on Sunday, Liam, that the team is too easy to play against. Would you agree with that assessment? I
think based on the game on Sunday, we probably made it too easy for Dundee. I think we played into their hands. They set up to be defensive, to be solid, and they won the game basically from counter-attacks and a set piece, and that's how they would have liked the game to play out, and it did, and we didn't do enough to sort of disrupt that. So I can see where that comment came from, yeah.
And with 3 tough away games still to come after tomorrow night, would you consider this a must-win game?
Yeah, it probably is. Obviously, there's enough games that if we don't win tomorrow, we can win the rest. That it's definitely not a must win, but it's really important for us to win this game, because where we are now, we need to really just perform well and get 3 points on the board.